Well, to say this is going to be an interesting hunt is downplaying it quite a bit, and it's definitely not going to be easy. I'm in Arkansas, and I am going to try to hunt with an open-sighted pistol from the ground. I'll probably be no more than 5-10 yards from these deer. I've got a layout blind that I put out here about a month and a half ago, brushed it in. We got a feeder out here on one of our bait camera sites, and been pulling in a ton of photos on our Spy Point Link Evo that we got here. So it's nice because it just sends it to us to our phone. But we're on a pretty cool piece of property, about 30 plus acres, surrounded by pretty big lotted properties around it, and then kind of got urban areas not too far outside of that. So a lot of deer in here. Kind of a weird piece of property because it pulls a lot of the weird bucks in. We don't get any big bucks on here. A lot of broken up or old bully bucks. Dad killed his one buck off of here earlier this year. It was the biggest buck that we had on trail camera here. I aged his jaw, and he was 5.5 to 6.5 years old, and that was the biggest buck we've ever had on this piece of property. We've been managing it now for about 1.5 years. We've got a lot of weird little racked bucks on it, but lots of does. So we need to take some deer off of here, and I'm coming in with the pistol. I'm going to try to self-film this whole entire thing, which is going to be absolutely crazy, from the ground in a layout blind from hopefully 2 or 3 different camera angles. So I'm just trying to get back to the roots of what's hunting for me. I've had a rough season. I have passed up a lot of really good bucks because I've had a lot of really massive bucks on camera that I would have loved to just shot those really good bucks. But now with season getting towards the end, it's been tough to get on even the good bucks or the really big bucks. So I'm back out here just to enjoy this. Put a challenge upon myself and see if I can't knock it out of the ballpark. Get down here, I'll set up all these cameras, get nestled in. We were supposed to have some really good rain tonight, about an hour after dark, so I'm hoping it's going to push these deer to move. It is warmer than it's been in a long time. It's about 60 something degrees right now, windy, 20-mile-plus winds, so my wind cone is going to be pretty tight, which is going to be good. But I've taken all the precautions. I've sprayed down 100% with Limit-Shield. I've washed all my clothes, and I've bathed in it, and put nose jammer on the boots walking in. So this is going to put everything to the test. We'll see how close these deer get. It's going to be interesting. I gotta finish walking in here, get set up. I'll show you guys my little setup. You won't believe it. Made it down to this little bottom. This is where we created a food plot this year, and the deer have mowed it down. They wiped it out within weeks after it started growing. Way too many deer in this area. And here is where I will be sitting tonight. And just look at all the deer droppings. There's deer droppings, deer droppings, deer droppings, deer droppings. You can't put your foot down without stepping on deer droppings. And I'm gonna be right there in that brush pile. Alright, so I am set up. As you can see, I've kind of come in this thorn bush, like I said, a month or more ago with Dad. We cleared out a hole, set up this layout blind. I've got this little mesh that I put in here just a week and a half ago to kind of break it up a little bit more so the deer can't see through the brush pile. Got a lot of cedar branches up here on top of me. I'm sitting pretty comfortably, actually. I was laying down more, but just found it hard to get into position to shoot these deer, and it's really tough now that I'm going to be self-filming, and these deer could walk in as close to 2 or 3 feet away from my feet. It's going to be pretty insanely close. These thorn bushes are no joke. They are real, and they will draw blood, because they draw blood about every 5 minutes. Every time I move, one of them somehow catches me. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm excited about the fact that whatever comes in, I'm probably going to take, and that's exciting to me. Getting back to the roots of just enjoying hunting, and that's what we should do. So I'm gonna get my cameras all set up here and see how I'm gonna pull off this whole self-filming act with deer within feet of me. So here we go. This is gonna get interesting. Alright, so here it is. I actually thought this was a big old nanny doe walking in. We have about 7 minutes before legal shooting light, and it's overcast, so it's getting dark early. And this guy walked in, and I am here to reduce the population on this property. I had the mindset that if it got my heart pumping, whether it was a doe or a small buck, I didn't care if it had spikes or forked horns or just a 6-point or 8-point, it did not matter. I was going to shoot it because they're in a world of hurt here. There's a lot of deer on this property. This is a CWD zone, so we have no antler restrictions or anything anymore. They actually are kind of encouraging you to take out some of the deer, and being that this is one of the bigger chunks of property in this whole area, when we came in and planted food plots this season, it completely got overrun and the deer just wiped out the food plots, and we could not keep enough food on this property. It is early. We don't usually lose antlers around this time of year, and this buck has already lost his antlers. He actually is a young buck. He's got little bases where he actually lost his antlers. He has got nothing on his tarsal glands. Those aren't stained whatsoever. So he's probably a 1.5-year-old buck, maybe a 2.5, probably more so a 1.5-year-old buck. But the trophy side of me, sure, I would have rather had some kind of antlers on him. But we're out here to reduce the population. This is meat in the freezer, my first Arkansas deer tag of the entire season. So I am ecstatic to tag this deer, and it's my first ever deer with a pistol. Super excited about that. This is the THG edition pistol that Barry Hester engraved for me. It's a beautiful gun. I don't know what else to say other than it's about time. It's been a couple months since I've killed a deer, and so I am ecstatic with this. Meat in the freezer and first ever pistol hunt, self-filmed. I wish he would have had antlers on him at some kind of spike or 3-point or something, but that's not what it's about. It's about just getting out here, get your heart pumping and enjoying hunting, and that's exactly what I did. Got me back down to the roots, did something cool and fun, challenged myself, and so I am just super excited about this deer right here. So I've got a lot of work to do being here by myself. I got to load this thing up and gut it out, get it up to the top of the hill, and get it to the processor because it's extremely warm. It's still about 60 degrees. I think it'll cool off to about 55 tonight. That's about it. And we got rain coming in the next hour and a half, so I've got to get this all done super quick. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this hunt. Different kind of hunt, I absolutely know that, but it was a hunt that I was excited about and a hunt that I'm excited to share with you all, and some of you all might like it and some of you guys might not. But the important thing is I enjoyed deer hunting, and I think that's what we all need to think about when we get out there. This season I have passed up way too many bucks that I would have normally just enjoyed to shoot, going after really big trophies, and it's been kind of a rough deer season. It's not been as enjoyable, I don't think, as it could have been, and so I want to get back to just enjoying deer hunting and getting back down to my roots. So it's exactly what I did here tonight, and that's it. So if you guys enjoyed this, comment down below anyway, whether you did or didn't. I would like to hear about what you thought about this hunt. Give a big thumbs up, and guys, until next time, have a better than average day. Won't you take a little